He spots him on the bomb. Methodz going huge. Now it's on zero. He turns. He steps. #1 overall KD. You're like LeBron right now.
So basically, they were going to blacklist Optic Gaming.
I fucked with you a lot, and so it kind of just hurt.
He finds the opening. It's 1v1. It's 1v1 and Methodz.
From being the youngest pro ever to winning an MVP award, this is the story of Methodz. Methodz began his COD career at the young age of 15, attending local tournaments in his home state of New Jersey. It was at the CODzilla Championship in 2012 that he first made a name for himself, claiming his first victory alongside Scump and Nadeshot, both of whom would become good friends and mentors to Methodz, inspiring him to make content on YouTube. As MLG returned for the Black Ops 2 season, Methodz became the youngest pro player at the time at just 16 years old. He signed with Soar Gaming.
Do it. They only need 20 more seconds. Here comes the lightning strike, but they have control of the hard point. Here comes Envy. How many kills is Methodz gonna get? Mine's inside the hard point. He gets his centric gun working. He picks up all 4 kills on Envy. And I think that's going to do it. So they're going to take in the closing seconds hard point rate. And
Methodz showed glimpses of his talents. However, due to age restrictions, he was unable to compete on the biggest stage just yet. But he still continued to work hard and improve. And after playing for FaZe Clan at MLG Anaheim, he found himself back on Soar, and they made it to the grand final of UMG Dallas. Unfortunately, they fell short to Team Vanquish, but it was clear that Methodz had a bright future ahead of him. Despite the early success, the 2014 season was not as progressive as Methodz would have hoped for. Not only did he fail to place better than top 6, but he also made a regrettable decision that still haunts him to this day.
Today, we're going to be talking about something real controversial and something that happened a couple days ago. So basically, they were going to blacklist Optic Gaming. So they're not going to give us any practice, so they're going to try and, exclude Optic from scrimming any of the pro teams and just not giving us any practice.
While Methodz didn't orchestrate this blacklist, one day he jokingly sent a message in the blacklist chat saying, "The fall of Optic." Unfortunately for him, this was taken out of context and shown to Nadeshot. To see one of his good friends seemingly trying to take him and Optic down, Nade was devastated and their friendship was ruined. As Methodz continued to be overlooked due to his age, his placements gradually got worse and he decided to take a break in 2015. But when he was finally 18 and able to compete at every event, Methodz was back and looking better than ever. At the Pro League qualifier, Methodz went big for CLG in Game 5, Round 11, and they were able to qualify for the league soon after.
1v1 versus 1 for Round 11. Methodz, welcome back to Call of Duty. This is the biggest stage you could have. He just used the HGXD. I don't think he's going to get there in time. Methodz ready to get it. He gets it. Methodz gets it. What a heads-up.
Throughout the season, Methodz showed a lot of promise and managed to qualify for his first ever World Championship. Unfortunately, he was placed in one of the toughest groups in the tournament, and his team finished joint last. Despite starting his career at a young age, without much to show for it, Methodz seemed to be destined for failure before it even took off. However, his fortunes took a turn in 2018 with the release of Call of Duty World War II, a game that perfectly suited his skills. It was during this time, while playing for Next Threat, that Methodz caught the attention of Rise Nation. Impressed by his performances, Rise wasted no time in signing him up. CWL New Orleans became a turning point in his career, as he delivered an outstanding performance, securing the #1 overall KD at the event. Although his team only managed a 3rd place finish, it was clear that Methodz' addition had a big impact on their progress. At the next tournament in Atlanta, Rise were one of the favorites to win the event, but they knew it wasn't going to be easy. Picking up where he left off from the last event, Methodz continued to make his presence felt. In Winners Round 2, Methodz led the lobby in kills with 14 kills in Map 2 and again in Map 5 with 9 kills to help Rise win the game. In the Winners Finals, he dropped double digits again in S&D to help take down Luminosity, getting revenge for New Orleans. All that stood between him and his first ever major was Red Reserve.
Wow, you can't die there. Looney drops rated, flawless shots, and now giving his squad a chance. 3 versus 2. Not able to get away from that. Methodz makes the play. He spots him on the bomb. Methodz going huge. Now it's on zero. He turns. He steps. Methodz on his feet. Grand final. The final ticks are in, and Rise has done it.
Rise Nation were victorious in Atlanta. Not only was Methodz finally a major champion, but his impressive performance earned him the MVP award. All his sacrifices were finally paying off. However, Rise Nation's fortunes began to dwindle, and they suffered an embarrassing top 8 finish at the playoffs. The team needed to make changes, and unfortunately, Methodz was the one on the chopping block. This was a shocking decision after he put on an MVP performance just one tournament prior. But things quickly turned around for Methodz, and he was able to get a spot on Optic Gaming, a team he had dreamed of playing for his entire career. Methodz was eager to prove his worth and finished the next tournament with the #1 KD once again. However, Optic could only place top 6 and the team continued to face numerous frustrations. They had a disappointing exit from the Stage 2 playoffs, followed by a heartbreaking loss at the World Championship to end the season. After an unforgettable season in 2018, many predicted Methodz to continue his form heading into Black Ops 4 season. But this was not the case, as he failed to qualify for the Pro League and ended the season with a devastating 1v1 loss at Champs. He knew he needed another bounce back as Call of Duty transitioned into franchising. He was able to sign up with Toronto Ultra and hoped to lead them to championships. However, the team struggled all season long, and as each tournament passed, Ultra failed to even reach the final. But the final event of the season was hosted by Toronto themselves, and Methodz knew it was now or never. In the grand finals against Atlanta FaZe, he needed to step up for his team.
Who's gonna clutch it? He's just gonna stick it. He's just gonna hop on it. Will Major Maniac get the check?
So why not?
Will Major Maniac get the check? The defuse is through! He doesn't check it! Methodz sticks it! What are these rounds? It's Kleenex to deal with. He finds the opening. It's 1v1. It's 1v1 and Methodz clutches again. He goes huge for Ultra.
Methodz helped secure Toronto Ultra their first ever tournament win, and his clutch 1v2 made him a hero in the eyes of all of the Toronto Ultra fans. Once again, Methodz showed the world how valuable he could be to any team. Unfortunately, the team failed to maintain their momentum at the World Championship, but Ultra trusted Methodz to be their #1 AR with the transition into 4v4. Methodz showed why that was the right call early on, as he was able to clutch an impressive 1v4 against the Paris Legion.
They better. They may. I don't know anymore. Methodz.
You don't have to do that.
But people on both sides. Wins the first, tries to snap to the second. 15 seconds to go. 1 versus 1. He spots him.
Oh,
Methodz 1v4.
After Toronto Ultra disappointed at the first major, they were forced to make a team change, and once again, Methodz was cut from the roster. But instead of allowing this to hurt his career, Methodz devoted all of his free time into streaming on Twitch and slowly became one of the most popular Call of Duty streamers out there. During the offseason, Methodz faced a difficult decision: continue streaming full-time or return to competition in the CDL. His decision was made when the brand new franchise Boston Breach entered the league, and they chose none other than Methodz to lead them to success. Throughout the season, Methodz proved to be one of the best players in the league, helping Boston place 3rd at Major 2, and at the end of the season, he was voted the 20th best player in 2022. An amazing bounce back considering he was dropped only a year ago. As the 2023 season arrived, Methodz was determined to help Boston make their mark and win a major. However, the team was not performing up to par, and after much consideration, Methodz made the difficult decision to retire from professional Call of Duty. Looking back on his career, Methodz had experienced many highs and many lows, but he had certainly left his mark on the esports community. As he closes this chapter of his life, Methodz can look back on his accomplishments with pride and gratitude.